Okay, here's question number 10. Mr. Jones teaches math at Bryce Hill Middle School. He wanted to distribute a certain number of counters to the 18 students so that each of his students had 3 counters. Step A. Write an equation to represent the situation. Okay, so I know that Mr. Jones has a certain amount of counters. He wants to give them or distribute them to the 18 students that he has so that each one gets 3 counters. So I'm just going to draw a little picture here first. What comes to my mind is he's got some amount of counters. I don't know how many these are, okay? But he's got this certain amount of counters, and when he divides them or distributes them to his 18 students, each one is going to wind up with 3. So he's got a certain amount of counters. When he distributes them to his 18 students, each one will get 3. So because I don't know what this amount is, I actually can use a variable to substitute the value and say it's x. I don't know what this amount is. So some amount divided by 18 will equal 3. So if this is my equation, this actually represents division. And the inverse operation of division is, you guessed it, it's multiplication. So I'm going to multiply this side by 18. And whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side of the equation. So now these 18s cancel out. And I'm left with x equals 3 times 18. And just to do it on the side for you, 18 times 3, 8 times 3 is 24, carry the 2, 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 2 is 5, x equals 54. That means that Mr. Jones started with 54 counters, and when he took 54 counters and divided them by 18 students, each one would get 3.